And we're trying to get back to some of our show favorites. I know you all missed that. I know you all misheard me come up with these questions and ask these two crazies what they think about it. I'm sure folks have a lot of different opinions on. First being the ICE shooting that took place in Minnesota. Individual's name, Renee Nicole Good, shot and killed by an ICE agent while ICE was there to essentially like extricate or arrest immigrants, people in this country illegally. I should be aware of this, that she's a white female. And if you saw it play out, the situation play out on the news, her vehicle was kind of positioned parallel across a street, blocking some ICE agents from passing through. A few of them got out of vehicle to address her. And in that altercation, she was shot and killed. The administration has said that it was, at least at this time, ruled a rightful and just response to the situation because Ms. Good had attempted to drive her vehicle in the direction of an ICE agent that was standing in front of it, putting him in danger. And I guess out of fear for his life, he then shot and killed her, but shot her 3 times.
I understand that's what the report was. Like, but is that your interpretation of the video?
Well, I definitely don't agree with the position of the administration. What I saw was a situation that could have been avoided altogether. And if you're asking me, I saw, well, I mean, he wasn't necessarily right in front of it. And why did he have to shoot so many times? And it's clear that her intention was not to hit him. Those are all responses that I had to seeing the video.
One, I feel bad that this lady lost her life. Let me make sure I say that.
Of course.
I didn't know about it until Max showed it to me, right? This is how I judge the majority of situations at this age. I take out the white lady, I stick in a black male. But if I go back and I take her out and I put me in there, what is going to be said? Once the police jumped out and grabbed the door handle, if I pull off, I'm evading the police. So, and that's what's going to get said by everybody that's looking at it. He's trying to elude.
Okay.
Right? Everything that comes behind that is a result of the decision that was made to evade or elude the police. And unfortunately, it ended up taking the life of somebody.
Yeah.
I just want to make a point.
What's up?
Razor, it wasn't police. I think like that has to be taken into account. They're not police. They have no legal authority to put their hand on your like you mentioned, right, Max. It was a white woman. They weren't there for her. She was blocking the road as a form of protest or whatever you would call it. But they're not police to where I have to abide by anything you're saying. I think that's where a misconception goes. When people hear about ICE and police, they think that they have the same, authority that they have. They don't. Feel very strongly on the point that, yeah, he shot the 3 times, but and I know you said you didn't watch it until she showed it to you, but if you watch the whole video at the end, he doesn't even fall to the ground. He like stumbles, the camera like goes a little while, you hear the 3 shots, and at the end of that, he calls her a stupid B-word. He had already been in an altercation or situation like this a year prior to where another person struck him with the vehicle. That's a recurring pattern where he thinks that as long as I can get in front of this vehicle and, of course, someone who's trying to flee, it's fair game. I'm in front of this vehicle. I know you can't do anything. So now we're both in this situation. Is my life or is your life?
Don't think about it like police officers. Think about it like Secret Service. Think of it about like the ones that we send over there to get bin Laden. Think about ICE is chosen. They choose the most aggressive, most outlandish people.
I agree.
And then cover their faces up.
Yep.
So you're absolutely right. They're not police. These are people that's chosen to administer past the rules and regulations of a police officer, if so need be.
But you make the point that when he came over and grabbed my handle, then I need to abide by his rules as if he were a police officer.
No. What I'm saying is when he came over and grabbed the handle, the ideology is going to be that I should comply. That's what I'm saying. So then no different than if somebody is outside, let's say they don't have anything on and they stand in front of the car. Is there ever a title, a job, or a situation where a pedestrian is less valued than the vehicle?
Well, no, but this is an armed individual. So let's to your point where you're saying that it's a
I'm
pedestrian.
armed most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're in front of my vehicle with your brandishing your firearm, and then let alone pulling at my door handle, I have the right to defend myself, whether that be attempting to scare you. Yeah, I understand. It may cost you.
That's what I'm saying. It might cost you more than what you were willing to pay. Not that it's not about what Black men like me, Charles, teach our children is that make it to the next day. Have your day in court. And we forget about that when we're talking about non-Black people. Have your day in court. They might have pulled her out. They might have arrested her. They might have called out her name. They might have did everything. But she would have still been here in order to say how they were wrong. The second that you put yourself in certain situations, it's like going out when we used to go to the go-go at nighttime and everybody high and the girls sweating, dancing, and somebody got shot. Well, this was the thing.
Go ahead.
Old people used to say, like, well, what would you think was going to happen at 1 o'clock in the morning like that when somebody got shot or somebody got beat up or somebody got locked up? So it's that type of ideology where we all tend to, until we get to a certain point, we take color and gender and we apply the rules how we want to be.
I mean, I do understand that anything is possible at that time. I still say that I do not feel that and wish it hadn't ended up deadly. And we're different in the way that when I saw the video, the skin color mattered this much to me. What mattered was there was someone's spouse, someone's child, someone's parent who was killed unnecessarily.
IMHO Talk Show.